The Colorist is a band.
And a guest singer every time.
Different singer every time.
Different singer every
so
time.
They're like a backing band. Ari Kova, probably some other people.
There was once a blonde woman.
And
No,
a
there was
Japanese
not a
woman.
There was a Japanese-Swedish woman.
A Japanese-Swedish woman.
Okay.
Who wasn't blonde. So some regular instruments and some invented
Yes.
self-made instruments.
Some sort of more classically and I guess well-known instruments, and then this finding of new sounds in different objects and making them. I've actually never heard the band,
No,
but I'm getting an idea of
I've
what
heard
it is.
that it's kind of an experimental sound, but within pop music.
Yeah.
I've got quite a clear image of the kind of maybe what these objects or the new instruments maybe look like.
And so what do they make them out of, the instruments? Like found objects or like...
I would say like scavenging objects and how to put things together
So
and how to make a
things,
sound from
Anything
something
that
that's
sounds
quite an everyday object for us.
good. Yeah,
Like how to make that into a sound.
like banging pots and pans, but
but a bit more experimental.
or like a bike wheel maybe.
Maybe. So using these really handmade instruments, which actually I think are made out of wood, not everyday objects.
So they're really creating new instruments. But
Yeah,
based
and a new
on
sound
objects.
even for music that's not even written for instruments, that's
Mhm.
written for a computer or...
But then
But what was the object that they used?
Well, I think
from a
they
bike,
like
wasn't
they
it?
take inspiration, yeah,
Yeah.
like the bike wheel. Like they
The
take
bike
inspiration
wheel,
from, for
yeah.
example, a bike wheel, but then they'll make an instrument like actually with, I don't know if it's like with string, like guitar strings and wood or
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like a bike wheel, but with all the strings in tune,
Yeah, so it's like a base of something
like the
else. and then
spokes or
with the-
strings,
okay.
and yeah.
but really crafting new instruments with new sounds as opposed to just found objects and making sounds.
Yeah.
And they were working a lot with this singer, this Brazilian singer who worked with Devendra Banhart and Tom Zé and someone else that I haven't heard of, and she had blue hair.
Blue hair, that's right. Not
Sibel?
Sibel, the Brazilian singer.
Yeah. So they adapted her electronic album and played with her live, I guess, but using their instruments with their sound.
And she's also was she a pop singer? No, she's more like experimental.
Or she does
and
everything, I think.
Everything, no?
So I think what they do every time is they take like existing music from with a singer and use it kind of reverse karaoke, like they use that vocal track but then completely change the arrangements and the production of the song and use their own instruments, and they'll like kind of arrange everything in advance.
Yeah.
So
And from what I understand, they make the arrangements quite in advance before the singer comes.
Okay, so
Before
the singer is not part
arrives.
of
Not part of the
creating it.
process, really.
Okay,
So
but then do they get a say or?
No, I think it keeps it quite fresh, and it keeps the working process when everyone comes together quite sharp, like
Authentic.
authentic.
It's not over rehearsed.
Yes, exactly. Because it's quite fresh as well.
From what I understand, the singer and the songs already exist. So when they get the singer in, they don't want to be with the singer for too long, so that it settles. It's very much something that's creative.
Which I can imagine if the singers, if the lyrics are the same, I can imagine that the musical instruments can also be very different.
Yeah.
Like not
It must be
typical
really-
to what
Yeah.
that person would.
It must be
sing.
really interesting for the singers actually to get this new life or this new color. Maybe that's why they're called the colorists, because they add their own color to the songs.
No, but it would be. I think as a singer it would be very interesting because if the instruments are also made, so the sounds are very new, to have a new sort of arrangement around your music that you know very well must be pretty interesting.
Also nice in a way that actually someone else has taken this song and kind of done it on in their own style and in their own way with
It's
different
like making a
instruments.
portrait of you, but then you get to be part of it as well.
Yeah.
And I think that, from what I know, that the singers are really from all around the world.
Okay. So probably have different backgrounds in terms of music as well.
Yeah.
And also the fact that they don't actually know anybody in the band, so it's really quite a, it's not like a big work in progress, so it does keep it quite fresh
and the band changes a lot, so I think it's a lot about flux. I think there's 2 main members, but otherwise I think it's a lot of change.
Otherwise they get different people in for each project.
Yeah, I think so. Really scrappy.
Nice tea.
Yeah, it's really nice tea. Good tea. Alright.
But yeah. You're good at picking up the hook lines.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they're called.
Wink, wink. Is that why you're called the Colorist?
Brilliant.
What?
Is that why you call it the Colorist?
Yeah.
Ah, see, that was
It's very obvious.
a delivery of the like the punchline.
Yeah.
Sound great.
Do you want us to explain your projects now?
Yeah. We're on a roll.
Okay,
Yeah.
So jiu-jitsu is
So,
Jiu-jitsu is about choking.
yeah. What's the best way to choke someone?
Or
No, I'm actually looking for a glue gun silently.
Ah.
What?
A glue gun. It's a gun that heats up glue so it comes out.
I know. Yeah.
I think it's in this either the bottom or the top. The top.
we
Top
have
drawer.
we have a staple gun that Stone is obsessed with. Everything that's a little bit broken, like staple.
See, I have a power drill that I bought when I turned 30, and I was like, yes, now I'm a grown up, I own a power drill, and I've never used it for anything.
Oh gosh, Stone always finds
Because
something
actually,
to
I
use it
don't,
for.
because I'm a renter, so I can't go around just like making holes.
Now I bet.
We do. We make holes.
I thought that I needed it for something, but then it was like I didn't need it, so it's actually never gotten out of its box. It's really sad.
But when you do need it, you use it.
Just invent a project to use.
Make a coffee table. That's a
But yeah, then I have to like bring in my own thing to make holes in because I can't make holes in the wall in my apartment.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Oh no, there's a bus that goes.
Okay, right.
It's only
I
weird
know,
to
yeah,
drive
the
a
bus
pair
is
from Edinburgh.
it's direct, it's easy.
Yeah.
I don't know if the
All
theatre
right.
is far from
I
the
must,
sun.
because I'm staying
Yeah,
in.
Hey.
no.
Hello? Yes?
Jamie said she's going to try and go to the show after the Broder show.
Huh?
Oh yeah?
Mm.
Okay, then I'll show you. So
So
I mean,
if
I'll have
we-
to look at
Really?
If
Where?
we find a way.
This looks like out of Star Trek.
I didn't watch a lot of
Phases.
Star Trek.
Alright.
I didn't watch. So where is your show in October? Your gig?
Thanks. Enjoy your evening.
Saturdays.
You have a friend coming to stay? for the
Yes.
night?
Yeah. From England.
Have fun glue gunning things and
I always
catching
do
up
glue
with your
gunning.
friends.